All right, so in this video, we're going to talk a little bit more about TUDCA and what exactly it is. So TUDCA is a bile salt. It's actually a secondary bile salt, and we as humans actually do produce it in small amounts. So in your liver, you have bile acids. Now these bile acids are actually synthesized in your body from cholesterol. So this little depiction I have here, which is in one of our YouTube videos, shows the two primary bile acids that are made from cholesterol in your body. And those two are cholic acid, right down here, and chenodeoxycholic acid. So from those primary bile acids, we can then synthesize what are known as secondary bile acids, basically through bacterial metabolism in the colon. Now this metabolism leads to the removal of the hydroxyl group in position 7 on the carbons, which is right here. You can note that in each of these structures on the primary bile acids, there was an OH group sticking out on each of these. So these have been removed, making the secondary bile acids. Now, basically one important thing to note from this chemistry is the more hydroxyl groups that you remove on these bile acids, the more toxic they can become if they build up in your liver. A good example of this is right here with this secondary bile acid known as lithocholic acid. You see it only has one hydroxyl group, so a buildup of this in your liver actually becomes a bad thing. And here we have the other secondary bile acid, which is deoxycholic acid. It still has two hydroxyl groups. And from this secondary bile acid, you can see we eventually get TUDCA. Now from deoxycholic acid, we undergo another bacterial metabolism and end up with UDCA, which you may have heard of before, which is actually a prescription in the United States to treat liver issues like liver cholestasis. So this right here is a better picture of the molecule of UDCA, which is, its full name is ursodeoxycholic acid. So you can see where that term deoxycholic acid comes from, that secondary bile salt that it was synthesized from. And finally here we have our final target molecule, which is TUDCA, and its full name is toro-ursodeoxycholic acid. I know it's a long name, but basically that toro in the beginning of the name indicates that there is a taurine group attached to this UDCA molecule, which is basically all it is. It's UDCA with a taurine group on the end here, as you can see this long group right here. Now, the addition of this taurine group to TUDCA makes it more effective at being able to treat liver issues because it increases the water solubility of this molecule.